Alright, talking about Petrograd now. So, first hill is obvious. Get in here. Win the hill. Obviously. Spawn made the crosses. Your primary spawn a lot of the time is here. For some reason. Used to be back there, but I swear it changed. Anyways, as soon as you spawn up, you look mid-street. The two enemy team spawns that they get are right here. And right over here, I think? Something like that? No, it's right here, right? It's somewhere like over here, if I remember correctly. But basically, if you're the guy mid-street, which a lot of time it's me, pre-aim this right here and pre-aim here. And you'll actually kill people physically crossing that. Anyways, if we're over here, dodge those nades, get inside, play heavy for the kills. Just know that they're going to be pushed up. This kind of sucks because it's kind of hard. The thing about Petrograd is it's kind of hard to chalk this hill and get this hill at the same time because the spawns are so sticky on it. But anyways, forget about it. If we have to break second hill, best way to do it is to send two players water, get pushed up here, smoke this cross, trade this out, get in hotel, and camp. While these people are camping, your other players need to play through Sketch and Top Diner and basically get control of the courtyard. Any kills we get, they spawn back here, which leads us to be able to spawn trap them and then gives us an avenue of entrance through the front or even a potential pinch through the side depending on what's going on the map and the action. If we manage to get through here. If we're spawning on this end, obviously, flood, get across. Best setup that you can do is getting a guy in actual hotel and having the hill player play here, because most players will come in and check here. If we're spawning, ideally, if we're holding this hill, ideally we want someone Water Street pushed up and courtyard pushed up, and that will influence an AS&D spawn. If we acknowledge that they're spawning AS&D, all we have to do is make sure they don't push through bottom pool, and they obviously don't run up mid street. This will allow the player that's playing in hill to play here, but also if we get a call that there's a guy top pool, he can just head glitch here and kill him and help out the guys that are on the street. If we are breaking third hill from the scrap time, what we need to do is get through water, but also I feel like we don't prioritize this enough, but we need to actually play for AS&D and mid street because this will cut off their entire rotation through AS&D to try to flip spawns. We need to get control of our diner. We need to get control of the mid street, and we need to just camp water on rotation while our teammates take control of that. If they get control of that, then the guy water can advance and start worrying about his yellow van and the push, and then we can try to make a play on the hill. But we need to get control of this courtyard, and we need to get control of the street because we cannot allow anyone to get through here or get straight through the street, because then they will flip us to the back and we will fuck up and we will all be spawning in the back, and then they'll have the pool hill. Okay, so if we're trying to break this hill from the back, assuming we're spawn trapped, somebody needs to mantle on that back building. We need to retake this courtyard if they have full control of it, and then we can worry about actually trying to physically break in the hill. If we're trying to break pool hill and we're all spawning out at old, once again, we do not want to fall into two of these traps, so which we do this a lot. We do not want to go AS&D if we know that they are going to have a full rotation and beat us there. It's terrible. Spawning there is fucking terrible. If we spawn there over and over, we are not going to break this hill ever. The best thing we can do is hit through water, hit through sketch, go around, try to get into their back kitchen, or acknowledge that they will be spawning here. When we get kills and we need to try to flush them out, spawn kill them, go top mail, go top diner, and basically flood through the courtyard and the side door and the front door, because if we just all start coming through here, we're going to get screwed, okay? If all else fails and we're all coming through here, we just have to kind of hit through, pray, try to finesse, try to see if they give us some kills, and just world star, okay? If we're coming in from the back and they have control of the hill, our goal at that point is we fucked up and they're making it scrap, and they got control of the hill. We have to make it scrappy. We have to try to get in. We have to try to get in through the side, get in through the back, drag some fucking aim assists, and try to get here and contest and try to fight them back, because it's already going to be a tough task if they have people locking down the back door and locking down the side door. One thing that is pretty good that one of the like Draz and them did is they literally just beeline, like tried just running in, like, because if that movement and that camera is so fast that like the guy that's like holding that door, if he's not like holding it kind of aggressively, like you're gonna get through that gap sometimes. By the way, just letting you know, when you're actually going through, like, and you're trying to get through, like you can either try to slide or you can just literally try to like sprint, but it's pretty annoying, obviously, to do. If we have to break this hill, or we're going to rotate and setting up for the new hill, if they're spawning AS&D, keep that in mind when rotating. Like, don't just all try to go like water and stuff like that. Obviously, the timing of kills matters, but like an AR player, which obviously I think is just me, but even if you pick up an AR or something like that and you're in this position, literally you can spawn kill them coming out of AS&D, crossing mid-street, and going towards the hill. But obviously our goal is to get water street, get L, top diner, pinch out this hill. Something we don't do enough is we just flood L and stuff like that, but if we're early enough, we can actually try to get across here. A good way to do this is use our smoke. Pop your smoke, smoke that out, run through, and you can do stuff like get here. You can even be really annoying, come back through here, and either cut up top or come back through this arch, pinch back out to mid, and help cut off the players here. I actually did this in tens once. I didn't take that long route, but I acknowledged that they were all spawning AS&D, and I had the timing, and I literally just did this. Ran here, waited for action callouts, waited for enemies to get closer, using my kind of just game sense, and then ended up coming out, peeking, and killing them, trying to hit the front door. And no, it did not flip them behind us, because obviously we still had players back there that were coming off spawn from prior engagements, or just holding around diner and stuff like that. But just keep that in mind. Obviously, that's perfect scenario, but if we need to break this stuff, I feel like we don't do this enough, but we need to actually try to get top diner early too. I think top diner is a super big position on this pool hill, because if you're top diner, you have options. You can cut off any spawners, like obviously this is based on the kill feed. You can cut off any spawners that are coming to reinforce, but then after you do that, you can obviously pinch out front. You can come down the stairs. You can basically wreak a lot of terror on the enemy team when you're holding from up here and just being annoying. And then you can also do stuff like this and help out people that are coming back from that side or coming from that side. We don't do that enough. We don't go up here enough, and I think it's super important. I would do it, but I'm an AR, and a lot of time me going up there is kind of ass because it's a lot of close range fights. I primarily just have to go water most of the time. If we're spawning AS&D and we have to break this hill, we need to not be lazy. Otherwise, I promise you, we're not going to get a fucking point. We need to spawn AS&D, and we actually need to take the long routes around water. We need to retake our water street. If we don't take our water street, we are going to get pummeled. We retake water street, we hold water street, we push this out, and then we pinch out L and the front door. Once we do this, then we can try to contest and nade them, nade spam, shoot them off the head glitches and stuff like that. We need to do that though. We need to pinch out Water Street and even like potentially like be aggressive, come here for spawn kills. The spawns that they get on this hill are back here. This is the primary spawn for this hill, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I remember them spawning here sometimes maybe and just flooding in. I could be wrong though. I'm not entirely sure, but those are pretty much the primary spawns for this hill when they're spawning on that end. So keep that in mind when you're trying to do any pinches and stuff like that, or you feel like, you know, like maybe you're pinching up mid street when you hit AS&D out and you're coming through mid to pinch blue dump. The spawn points are here, obviously. But yeah, it's, I think what we need to do is try to get bodies, even do the top diner jump, because if you do the top diner jump, you can actually flank the backside and kill enemy players that are actually going through the back door. I'm not entirely sure how to do this jump because I always fall off, but I mean, again, I'm not doing this. I'm an AR player. I think you literally just have to like hold forward. But yeah, breaking that from that side. Yeah, see, if you jump on that awning, it's really bad. You actually have to like jump into the corner right here. But obviously while sprinting and holding sprint. I'm terrible at this. But anyways, that's it for this fucking map. How do you do this? Okay, I'm ending the video.